Hi everyone, welcome back to Decorate with Dana. I am so excited to share today's video. It is a DIY budget room transformation. I was able to do a DIY brick wall for my cost was only $2. If you had no supplies, you could do this project for under $60. And I think that is amazing because it completely transformed the look and feel of this room. It feels so much more cozy, rustic, and farmhouse now. I hope that you enjoy this video and I hope it gives you a little bit of inspiration for perhaps you're looking to transform a room for a really budget price. Okay, so these are the products that I'm going to use for the faux brick wall. So I have some thick blue tape that I'm just going to put up at the ceiling and down at the baseboard and on the edges of the outer walls so nothing gets on those. Okay, and then I have 4 rolls of this general usage masking tape. The size is 0.7 inches by 55 yards. I just grabbed 4. I don't know if I'll need all those. I may end up even needing more. I can always return these. These were only 96 cents at Walmart. And then I have 2 different colors of Waverly chalk paint. I have had these. I want the paint colors of my bricks to be a little bit of gray and a little bit of brown. So I went with the mineral chalk paint, Waverly chalk paint, and elephant. So those are the 2 colors I went with. I have a laser level here along with a regular level. I have 2 containers of this joint compound. I think I'll need at least one. I'll probably need both of them, but I'm not sure, and I don't know if I'll end up needing more, but I'll let you know. And I did pick up just these cheap value pack brushes from Walmart, and then as a top coat finish, you're going to need the Polycrylic. I have the clear matte. Oh, and then one other thing that I don't have right here, I have just the whitewash, which will be just a white chalk paint. I'll show that to you here in a minute. So then the whitewash will be this Rustoleum chalk paint in linen white. I've had this, it's brand new, but I've had it down in my closet for a while. It's one of my favorites. I think I must have picked it up, must have been on clearance or sale or something, and I picked it up. I always use that one. So, so the order will be the joint compound, and then you'll be painting it with these and then going over it with the whitewash, and then the last step would be the polycrylic. So this is all of the items that I need for this project. We actually had everything but the tape. So I'm only spending 96 cents, but I would think you could do this for under $70 for most of these items. So I'm going to start off by putting the blue tape around the edges of this wall so it doesn't get on the other walls or the crown molding or the baseboard. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and measure out the bricks. My bricks are 3 inches by 7.5 inches. You can do whatever you want. I just kind of went and measured the bricks on my fireplace to get a general idea of a size that I'd want to do. So I started in the middle and did 1 line across and kind of worked that way so that they were somewhat even on the top and bottom. I really don't think you need to do this. I'm just a little particular about that kind of stuff, but I don't think even if they were uneven, anybody would really notice anyways. Okay, so here is the way the wall looks all taped up. That white spot in the middle, there was a hole that we had to repair because otherwise the joint compound would have sunk right in through that hole. So we just quickly patched that, but everything was taped. This took me all day yesterday. Now, I did not work on it consistently the whole day, but it took a long time. So this is not a project that you're gonna be able to do in a couple hours, but I think it'll be worth it. So now I'm going to apply the joint compound, and then I will start pulling off the tape immediately after I apply it so that it does not start to dry. Okay, so here is what it looks like with all of the joint compound, and I peeled off all the tape immediately besides that one strip at the top, and that's only because that's technically a grout line right there, so there's no spackling up against there, but I'm going to be, you know, painting the whole thing, so I just left it up there to protect the crown molding. Otherwise, I think it came out great. Right down here, it's a little bit lighter in this bottom corner. I ran out of just the tiniest bit of joint compound. I literally just needed this corner, so we used spackling for that instead. The texture's the same and it'll dry the same. So, and it doesn't matter that it's a little lighter because I'll be adding the gray and brown paint on here and then, you know, whitewashing it all anyways. But I am so happy with how this turned out. Okay, so here is the wall with the elephant gray color. I'm actually not going to do the tan color. I think that it will be really great once I whitewash this, and I think it'll turn out good. I don't really think I need to do the mineral color. So now I just put some blue tape around the edges and up at the ceiling, and I can go ahead and start whitewashing, and we'll see how this comes out. Okay, so here is how this wall turned out. I absolutely love it. I am amazed how this genuinely looks like real brick. And I think it made such a statement in this room. This was a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie and tell you that this was easy, because it definitely was not easy, but I think it was so worth it. If you could work, you know, for quite a while, you could get it done in just a few days, which is really what I did. I did work at it and got it done in about 3 days, but it definitely is a lot of work. So just be prepared if you want to try this, but it's definitely doable. And if you just go in, you know, not rushing the project, it will come out beautiful. So now we get to do the fun part of decorating. So one thing I did want to do before I started decorating, and I had a lot of this room moved around anyways, was I wanted to take everything out besides the desk and use a carpet cleaner that we had purchased probably a year ago. We just had never used it because we ended up getting new carpet everywhere but this room. And Kova, when she was sick back in February, had a couple of little accidents in here. So there was some big stains on this carpet. So I wanted to just use that carpet cleaner really quick and get this nice and clean before I put the whole room back together and finish decorating. Okay, so here is how the carpet came out. That worked amazing. I had some really big stains in here from, like I said, when Kova was sick, and it pretty much took most of them out. So I am so happy with the way that came out because this carpet was borderline, it felt like it was destroyed, but the carpet cleaner did a great job. So then you saw the wall, and then this was just a piece of wood that my husband had. It just has the raw, like live edge right here, has some bark still on it. I loved it. So he just cut it to size for me, and then we got these brackets from Home Depot and we just hung that up there, and then I'm going to be putting a table underneath it. So again, I am so happy with how this whole wall came out. I'm amazed how it actually looks like real brick. And the whole thing is customizable. I mean, you can, whatever color that you paint the bricks before you whitewash is like the kind of the color that's going to show through. So I went with a gray because the walls are a more gray color, but you could do a brown or even like a deep reddish brown to have like a real brick look. Okay, so here is the room all completed and put together. I love the way that this turned out. Like I said before, I think this accent wall makes all the difference in the world. So I will just kind of show you around a little bit. So these stacked books, the pumpkins, hay rides, and apple cider, I actually did that in a DIY. That little plant is from Target, and then my autumn leaves and pumpkins please came from, I think, Joann's or Michael's, I can't remember. And then that little pumpkin is from Target. And then down here, the table itself is from Hobby Lobby, and this is just my big dough bowl with some neutral pumpkins in there and some lamb's ear. Kept that really simple. And then down there in that things container, I'm just going to use it to put like some craft supplies and stuff just because I need a little bit more storage. Same thing with those drawers, I just haven't put those all away yet. The only thing I added to my desk was this riser that came from Pier 1, and then my farmhouse candle from the Copper Candle Co., and then just a candle ring around that. That's all I put on there. Nothing fall, but I think it's still cute. And then over here in this little chair, I just added the throw pillow and the cream colored blanket, and then my plant there next to it. And then up here on this shelf, this is one of my favorite fall signs that I have, the autumn leaves one. I just put that up there. That's been up there. And then this is kind of similar to what I had it in my fall home tour. I may have changed it around just a little bit, but it's pretty similar. And so just a few fall things on here. And then over here, this door always stays open. So behind this door, I have just this wooden cabinet that I've had from Hobby Lobby. I've had this for a while now, and I just store that. I use each of those drawers to store arts and craft supplies and supplies for my Cricut, and then I just have a plant up on top of that. And then down here on the floor, I just have this fluffy rug. I'll probably adjust it a little bit now that the cat moved. He wasn't going to move while I was laying this down, but I'll probably pull it a little bit more over to in front of that chair. But otherwise, I think it really came out great. I think it's simple. I think that this accent wall made such a huge difference. It's like totally transformed the room, and it cost me the amount for the 2 rolls of tape, which was $2, but it could cost, you could do this whole thing. I looked up all the supplies for under $60, and it completely transform the room. You just need to have a lot of time and patience, but you definitely could do it for super inexpensive. So I hope this video gave you a little bit of decorating inspiration, maybe gave you an idea on how you could do a faux brick wall in your house for very, very inexpensive and literally just transform a room. Thank you all so much for watching. Follow me over on Instagram at Decorate with Dana. I gave a lot of sneak peeks of what I was doing over there, so if you follow me over there, you'll know a lot more about what I'm doing before it ever comes out in a video. And sometimes I even do things that I don't necessarily put in a video. So definitely go check me out over there. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. I hope you have a great day. And Kova's very tired. She's done decorating for the day. Say bye, Kova.